I am most looking forward to, I think, winning some races. That's definitely what our goal is for this year. So I'm anticipating some podiums and we're going to work hard for them.
Finally, season 3 is starting and loads of news coming to Extreme E. Brand new race format, so there will be much more door-to-door racing, which I love. So that's probably what I'm most excited for this season. But of course, I think we had strong pace and strong performances last year, but it didn't come together. So we've been working actually super hard this winter to improve on all those little things that went wrong, and hopefully, get everything right this year. And first of all, get off to a great start in Saudi, but also, enjoying all these locations and legacy programs and all what Extreme E is.
I think I'm most looking forward to racing in Sardinia. I love the track, I love the location. It's going to be hot. Also probably Scotland though, because that's kind of another home race for us, so that would be cool for the team.
Well, first of all, I'm very excited for Saudi. The Saudi tracks have always been amazing with the dunes and the mountains. I hear this year we're going to near the ocean, which is going to be stunning. And Scotland will be a new event for us. Hard to predict exactly what it's going to be. Chile is a track that I love, kind of rallycross style with banked turns, super wide track. Loads of overtaking opportunity, and Sardinia has become a classic in Extreme E, hasn't it? So exciting to go back there and see how we can perform this year.
I'm really excited to be working with Timmy again. We got on really well. We worked together really well as a team as well. So I think we'll have another great season ahead of us. Yeah,
yeah, I'm excited to be back with Catie again. She's super fast. We've been working hard together. We know each other very well by now. So we can work very closely together. We've been through, these racing and learned things over these past 2 seasons that we will bring in as experience into season 3, and hopefully, get everything right, stay on our good pace and fight for victories.
People should watch and follow Extreme E because it is combining 2 worlds, the science of climate change and all the research that those amazing scientists have dedicated their life towards, with amazing racing, with some of the best racers in the world. I think the fact that we're able to spread such a unique message through sport is something that's never been done before. And if you're a motorsport lover, then it is some of the best action you'll see, side-by-side racing in off-road cars that aren't normally pushed to their limits in the form of rally or Dakar-style events. This here is side-by-side racing where we are looking for every tenth on the track because everybody is so talented and really pushing it to the limit. So it's very easy to make a mistake, so there's plenty of action on the track, and I think there's going to be some interesting racing this year.
Extreme E is this fantastic modern race series, eco-friendly and gender equal, and also massively exciting. It is Extreme E. It speaks for itself. We go racing in some of the most extreme and remote places on the planet that's been damaged by climate change. And we do that in powerful electric 4x4s together with some of the best drivers on the planet. And it's this very new series off-road, very wide tracks, loads of overtaking, loads of crashes, hopefully, touch wood, not for us, but it's massively exciting.
I think the favourite legacy programme for me in Extreme E so far has probably been planting 1 million mangrove trees in Senegal. There were so many different reasons. It was something so different for me. We got to meet so many local people that this has actually become their job, planting these mangroves through the organisation that Extreme E is working with. There's so many stories behind it. I remember chatting to a guy in Senegal that said the money that he was getting from that, it actually enabled him to send his kids to school in the pandemic when they were all really suffering in the town. So there was so many different factors to it that made it special for me. I actually went back last year and I wasn't racing there. Nobody was racing there. We just went back for the kind of legacy programme to see how many trees they'd planted and to help plant some more. And you're literally jumping out of a boat into this kind of muddy river and planting these trees one by one. And then we went back and we saw how many had grown and how much they'd grown in a year, and what that meant for the local community in terms of fishing, in terms of their ecosystem. We had no idea that mangroves are basically the Amazon under the water. They call it blue carbon because it's able to store so much carbon. And the scientists explain it a lot better than I do, but it was really fascinating to hear how much of an impact that has on the environment and how efficient it is at storing carbon in the water.
Probably my favorite location overall and legacy program has been Greenland. It was very eye-opening to go to the glacier there. That massive glacier on Greenland is very tied into all of climate change, and if that melts and goes into the water, it's going to change global ecosystems. To go there and to see it firsthand, to see that there's been many black dust particles collecting on the surface and from wildfires probably in America, and they've come in, stayed on top, and because the ice is melting, the black stays on top and actually, speeds up the melting of the ice there. Extremely eye-opening, but also makes you very aware that we need to act, and we need to act quickly to save our environment and our planet.
I think my favourite Extreme E memory is probably winning in Greenland. That was the top one for me, I think, the first one that comes to mind. Jumping in the glacier water in our race suits after we'd won the race, the first race that we won as a team. And I think it was special because we'd come back from a tough race in Senegal the week before, or the race before. So for us to then have our first team win felt really special. But there's been so many special moments. I think always winning the crazy race is such a buzz. We've won the crazy race a few times. We won it in Sardinia last year, and they're really intense battles because there's one spot for the car to make the final. And yeah, for us, it was all or nothing. So you really leave it all on the line, and it's almost like celebrating a little win, even though you've still got the final to come. So I think that those races in the old race format were pretty special.
Favorite Extreme E memory is probably also in Greenland. We won there. It's a fantastic experience crossing the finish line first. It was a great battle throughout the finals and the semi-finals. And a very impressive track next to the glaciers. And yeah, we just had the perfect day and we won the race. So that's probably the favorite memory. But I hope to create many more of those this year.